Radio is one of the transmitters of news to the public. That's why the World Radio Day is celebrated. With regard to press freedom in Namibia, Namibia continues to be committed to press freedom. And as you know, we introduced the Access to Information Bill last year, which is currently before the Parliamentary Standing Committee dealing with ICT.
I agree that information is a public good. I do agree that there's need for us to accelerate the finalization of that piece of legislation. I think there may be a need for radios to come to government, to engage the executive and not wait for us to do, or only wait for an event, to try and access, or speak to members of the executive or any government leader for that matter. I do think radio presents opportunity for us really to bring information to the people and also to bring government closer to the people. So when events like World Radio Day happens, we should see that as an opportunity to enhance our communication with the people.
Treza and Script, radio presenters for 99 FM, describe their passion for radio and highlight the importance of trust with their listeners.
World Radio Day is coming up, and what radio means to me has always been, really just a companion of sorts. I've listened to radio. I have been listening to radio since I was a young girl, and it always fascinated me how radio presenters, could become a friend, even though you didn't even know these people in real life. But that's what radio does. It creates companionships. It creates a friendship, amongst people, amongst the presenter and the listener. So for me, radio has always been just a friend and a companion. So I will always appreciate that, when it comes to radio. And this year's theme is radio and trust, a very important, I think, theme for the year. We know with COVID-19 how things have been false and fake news all over, newspapers and social media platforms. So radio has always been, that trustworthy medium where you can always find trustworthy information. So with the theme this year, I think it is definitely fitting.
No, what radio is to me is the company you didn't know you need. Like when I come to work in the morning and I'm listening to Sibo and Mo, it's like I'm in the studio with them, and it's a sharing of ideas and minds, and it just gives you perspectives on what is happening out there in your own communities that you might miss, the things that fall through that slip through the cracks and fall through the cracks. That's what radio is for me. I mean, trust is very important. It's what makes you stick to a station. It's trusting that they will disseminate the right information, the correct information, and the true information. So trust is as important as the music that you play. Trust is as important as who is on air. And that's why I think this year's World Radio Day might be one of the most important ones in recent times.
Leading up to the International World Radio Day, which is celebrated on the 13th of February, Namibia commemorated the main event in Rehoboth today that was attended by the EU Ambassador to Namibia and the Deputy Minister of Information Communication Technology, amongst others.